My friend called me last night and he said, unfortunately, Sarah, I failed my exam in Aborigine music. And I said, oh no, did you redo it? Do you get it? Do you get it? That's the best I can do right now. Anyway, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my little channel, Sarah's Selection. Sarah here. And yes, if you are very observant, I have had a crack at the old hair colour again. The other day, it was getting really warm and in hair colour, not the weather. Nice and cool today, thank God. But I had this light brown, dark blonde hair dye chucked on the top, and it's just a sort of nice, in my opinion, dark blonde, light brown. I wish it would stay this colour, but it will go warm and then I'll colour it again. I completely forgot to film it, but it will go warm again in a few weeks, probably a couple of weeks, and I will film that one. Anyway, today I am doing a what's in my bag video with a new bag. So you might think there's not much in there, not much exciting stuff. And no, not really, it's my work bag. But you will see what I have at my work on a daily basis. Apart from my umbrella, I've left it in the car. Anyway, I bought this bag, so it's going to be in another haul straight before this video, or straight after this video. So I'm doing a little charity shop haul video, and the reason I'm putting this in is because I bought it from a charity shop. I'll show you the bag. So I've looked online. I think the equivalent's about 20 quid brand new, but it is this. It's just a little accessorized bag. So all the goodies, not really goodies, just normal essentials that I use on a daily basis. And I bought it for the princely sum of £5. I topped it up to £5.50. Have you noticed in charity shops these days, they've started doing the top up to the next 50p or the next pound or whatever. So that was a £5 and I was quite happy to pay the extra 50p, but a little bit cheeky in my opinion. I know you've got to, if it's charity, you don't get if you don't ask, that's the one. And I was very happy with it. It's a brand new bag. I did wash it. I chucked it through the washing machine on quite a low temp, and then I didn't put it in the tumble dryer, I just hung it up to dry. But again, as you can see, it's brand new. And you open it up and it's got a big compartment and a few little pockets, and then this thing here, this opens up all the blooming way, look at that. And you can put, it goes the length of the bag, and it's like a secret compartment, so you could hide all your goodies in there, or your valuables, or passport, or whatever. No one would ever think to look. So I'm going to go through the stuff. It's not terribly exciting. I've got a letter there which might be important, so I better not show you that. Just double check. It's from work. Oh, this is about, you don't need to see this as a letter. It's about key workers, which is not very interesting. First thing, yes, I know. Got a dog behind me. Did you want to say hello? You come and say hello if you want. Got a dog called Archie and a little baby kitten, but the kitten's hiding. Doesn't like to be picked up, the kitten, but I will try and show you him later or in my next video. So this purse thing came in my Primark bag. So I had a over-shoulder crossbody Primark bag that was reduced from a £5 to a £10, and it broke. The strap snapped, and I kept this. This is like the little purse that came in it. First things first, got a little hand sanitizer. I'm using up all my cheap shit stuff before I go back to my Bath and Body Works stuff. And then inside, got an eyebrow brush thing, and it's got a little blade on the end. This is broken off from my actual eye pencil, but you can see it's got an eyebrow brush, or for eyelashes, and a little blade, so you can just sort of, you know, trim the old moustache or eyebrows that you're meant to do with it. And then inside I've got all the cards. You don't need to see much. Hello. I've got a few cards here. I've got my Oyster card, my Boots card. Oh yes, John Lewis gift card. Princely sum of about a £5 on there. Hello Archie, you alright babe? Then I've got my HSBC debit card, which I'm always losing. If you know me, you'll know that I always lose my debit cards, credit cards, I'm just not to be trusted with them, to be honest. And then I've got this, which was full of mince, little tin full of mince. Oh, I've cut my finger as well. I was chopping up peppers. Trying to be healthy, that's what happens. Do you know what I mean? So this little tin from a place called Art House Limited. Art House Unlimited, correction. And it's in my mother's local town, Godalming in Surrey. And I bought it from this charity to support them. It's like the cheapest thing there. I felt really guilty. I was walking around for ages and I thought I'd better buy something. And I thought that's the cheapest thing and it'll do. It's a lovely tin and it came full of mints. Anyway, now it's full of meds. So all I've got is a propanolol. You can probably see the back of that, which is a sort of, it's a bit like an antidepressant, but beta blocker instead. So it's meant to calm you. And I was having palpitations at night. I'd try and go to sleep, my heart was beating and I just couldn't sleep, thoughts racing, and that's what they prescribed me. I think it's a placebo. I feel the same whether I take it or not, but make of that what you will. And if you know me, you know that I have astonishingly bad acid reflux. Take these twice a day, a omeprazole, 20 milligrams, and then just in case it all kicks off again after my omeprazole, I have a couple of Rennies, which are sort of over-the-counter. Yeah, you can buy them at any pharmacist, anywhere really. Also sort of, what do you call them? Anti-acid reflux pills? There must be another name for them, I can't remember right now. Then you've probably seen this before, got this lippy, like a princessy lippy. It's clear, it's quite pretty. It's clear with a little flower in the middle. And it's clear, look at this, it's clear, but it goes pink. I don't even see that on film. Probably not really working there. It goes pink. And I could put it on right now, but actually I've got my new Summer Fridays lip gloss on right now. I've discovered, thanks to Instagram and YouTube, Summer Fridays. So that influencing has worked on me. Then this is really random. From my dentist, I've got a special card, like a special deal for an Oral-B electric toothbrush. I went to the hygienist and apparently I've got gum disease. Apparently my gums are inflamed and I haven't been to the dentist for about 6-7 years. I've been to the dental hygienist twice in the last year and each time they've said you've got to brush your teeth more, so that's what I've got to do. You're right there. Dog's right next to me, but he's a bit camera shy. Well, I've got 2 of those vouchers, that's nice. I've got a couple of little envelopes. I used to like doing my budgeting. So if I gave myself 100 quid a week for petrol, food and misc, and then, you know, saving like mad, so just give myself a tight budget, I'd put, it's on the phone's buzzing. I've got my work phone here as well, probably buzzing. And then I've got, oh, my next dentist appointment. You don't need to see that. Well, Actually, there is a dentist appointment. So I'm now not NHS. I'm on a waiting list, but I'm not NHS officially. So I'm having to go private September the 11th. What a date to have a dental appointment. You couldn't make it up. It's like Final Destination, isn't it? And I was quoted 75 quid for a checkup. Just to have a quick look at the gnashes. Honestly. Then in here I've got, I don't want to touch it because I'm a bit worried about bacteria and I have to get the old hand gel out. I've got a few bits of cash. I've got coins. And then I thought I had a Pokemon card in there because I was given a Pokemon card. Anyway, it's probably in my bag somewhere. Then I probably showed you this in my other my like little perfume video, my Sol de Janeiro introduction video. This is the one I'm using right now for work. It's the 68 Cheirosa, and it is with Brazilian jasmine, pink dragon fruit, and ocean air, apparently. Very nice. My little spritz right now. Quite edible, actually. Makes me fancy some nice juicy fruit. Oh, there's the Pokemon card. So, oh, I can see that coming. So this is a Pokemon card. I didn't really know about Pokemon or Pokemon cards until some of my tenants started chatting about it, and lots of them are selling cards and making money. Anyway, this is a card I was given. Don't know if that means anything to you, but it is defensive posture. Flip a coin. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, Prevent all damage to this Pokemon by attacks. I don't know. I thought it was Father Christmas at first when I saw it. I don't know. Apparently it's good luck. It might be. I'm sure that's what they said. I don't know. Then what else have I got? Nothing really exciting. It's really boring. I've got another perfume. Lost the lid. This is Gingham by Bath and Body Works. Now this perfume I don't particularly like. It's got raspberry in it. I love the smell of raspberry, but not in a perfume. They do something really cheap and nasty and synthetic to it. But at Bath and Body Works in Manchester, I remember they had these perfumes for, I'm spitting everywhere, for a tenner each. And the ones I really liked were a tenner, same size as this. But then you bought 4, it was 30 quid, so 7.50. So me seeing a barg was like, oh, I'll buy a perfume I don't like to save a few quid. So that was about 7.50, and I've lost the lid. It's okay if you go into a toilet and it stinks, or you want to freshen up quickly, or you want to freshen your car up. If you're like me, you've had chips with vinegar and the car stinks for it the next day and you've got to drive somewhere, it's good to go quick little spritz. Then, do you know what? Again, oh my gosh, if you watch YouTube shorts and you look at these, I'm just spitting everywhere. It's so unpleasant. You can probably, oh my gosh, spat again. Don't know what's going on there. I have just had a cup of tea, but that normally dries up my mouth. Anyway, so I watch at the moment, I find it very calming to watch ASMR videos where they do this with their fingers, and then they show you like restocking their purse station with like lots of mini things, like mini Tic Tacs, mini wet wipes, mini hand gels, all this kind of jazz. Anyway, so I have been influenced a bit with that as well, I'm not gonna lie. But I really like mini things that fit into your... Oh my god, I spat yet again. I don't know where that's coming from. Is it my lip gloss? I don't know. But I got on the bandwagon and bought myself a little water wipes. And this is the second one I've had this week, because where I was house sitting last, it was opposite a little convenience store. God, I'm so American. A convenience shop, a one-stop. And they sold them at the counter. I bought one for my car and one for my bag, and you can see that they have been well used and well loved so far, and you can't really go wrong. Then I've got a very posh pen, not I always need a black pen, always. Then I've got, yes, it's got hair in it. I thought it did, but it's actually blonde hair. That means I haven't brushed my hair since it was blonde. I have got a comb in my car, so I have been using that as well, but just my cheap Primark hairbrush. This is the one I bought ages ago. I lost it, and then I bought another one, like a paddle brush from the same range in Primark. Didn't like it. I'm afraid I chucked it. I was doing a real clear out for full transparency. I didn't want to chuck it. I would have given it away, but I hate throwing things away, but I just wanted to chuck out a load of shite that I didn't need or want, and no one else would need or want. So I found this and I was delighted. It was like being reunited with an old friend. It just goes through my hair really nicely, doesn't hurt. I've got very knotty, very sort of flyaway hair, and I'm very pleased. It fits perfectly in my bag as well. Then I've got another letter with a mobile number on it. Don't think you really need to see that, but that's a sort of work thing. Nothing interesting, I assure you. Then I've got my trusty old green scrunchie, and it goes on my top, doesn't it? I could wear it like that, like a little hair thing. It could be a thumbnail. No, it really couldn't. I think that was Primark. It was something like £1 or £1.50. You can't go wrong with Primark for hair things. As I've said many a time, I do feel their prices have crept up somewhat, but I think some of their accessories, not earrings for me because I have very, very sensitive ears and I have to wear sort of the good stuff, but I think general accessories, hair things, bags, scarves, sunglasses. I always get my sunglasses from there, and those are the ones I wear out and about. And you can't really go wrong. Oh, I've got a few floating pills, a few more omeprazole, which you don't really need to see, like that. Not great. And then I've got, oh, this looks really dodgy and weird. And it's like, why have you got this, Sarah? I've got gloves. And as you know, I used to work in care. Well, I worked in care during COVID. I did some live-in jobs and I did some domiciliary when my teaching didn't dry up, but I didn't have as much teaching. And I really needed to work my mental health, and I'm just someone who needs to work. I knew it wouldn't be right for me to sit at home, so I did as much care stuff as I could. But anyway, I've got loads of boxes of these gloves still, and I like to use them for putting petrol in the car. Many petrol stations do have gloves, but some don't. And I do not like touching the petrol pump. I don't. And also my debit card, this is so weird, my debit card is not contactless. I'm so worried about it getting nicked, no my luck, and then someone running a massive bill. And so I have to type it in, and I'll use these gloves for the petrol, and then I'll use them to type in the beep, beep, beep code thing, you know. And also, the odd tenant I go and visit, if they sort of want me to go and look in their loft or sort out their boiler or go and do the trip switch, because I do like all the building stuff as well, I like these gloves. Oh, about to lose the bag there. About to be toppled over. And then, oh my gosh, really not interesting. Is it? It's really not exciting. So it's a quick one because it's in quite a new bag. I've been putting stuff in. I've been putting my lunch in each day as well, and then obviously taking it out and eating it. So it hasn't got any lunch in it. But really, penultimate items are just more of these Rennies and Rennie peppermint, and they were the cheapest ones I could find. I'm not gonna lie, I just buy the cheapest ones I can find. I popped to Sainsbury's the other day, and the cheapest there actually were the orange flavour own make. I don't like orange pills. I like them to be minty, so spearmint or peppermint, and that was the next cheapest. So slightly contradicts myself there, but it is what it is. Then it's on here at the moment. I've got keys. I've got a few house sit keys. I've got my little VW car key thing, and that's it. That is the bag. So just again, that's the bag. Nice little blue bag. I do like that hidden sort of pocket thing. It could make the bag very heavy, but it just means you can have stuff like that. You always have like a Stella McCartney. If only you could put those up there, you could have, you know, I suppose you could have it like that. Not really. Fail. But that is the bag, which I'm pretty happy with so far. I've just lost a few pills. Oh, and then I have, well, it's nothing exciting. I just have, because I waste so much money with plastic bags, placky bags. I do like my plastic bags because I use them for rubbish, and I can't, who's got time to keep buying bin bags, especially when you go from house to house to house and you can't always find their bags. So I do like to keep a plastic bag folded up, and that's a one-stop bag. It was something like 10p. It's a nice big thick strong bag as well. It's not one of those silly thin little bags you get at, you know, fruit markets. So fruit markets, you think you need a bag like this, okay? They give you the thinnest bag possible, and then it splits, and you know, you're lost, aren't you? So that bag, nice big strong one. Anyway, that is it. It's just a very quick what's in my bag, what's in my work bag, or my current work bag. I have had that bag for, I've been back from Brighton for 2 weeks, so I've had it for 2 weeks. I washed it at my next sit, then I let it hang up to dry, and I used it the very next day. So far, so good. It's very pleasant. Goes across the body like this. I'll demonstrate to you. I'm sure you're dying to see how I do it, aren't you? So just cross like that. And I always try to make sure it stays here, because I hate it when then it goes there and starts strangling you. I can't bear that. Sensory-wise, it really winds me up. So I have it like that. And it's very unlike me to have blue or a coloured bag. I normally go for black. So not going to lie, when I was coming back from Brighton the other day, I popped into Worthing again on the way there and the way back. And I went to TK Maxx, and I had a budget of 15 quid. Sounds really tight, but I didn't want to spend over because it's just a work bag. It's just a little work bag, and I didn't think I needed to spend too much. Anyway, every bag was too small. I couldn't find the Goldilocks bag. Too small, too big, shiny, not shiny enough, too many zips, not enough zips, too heavy, not quite the right shape, not the right price, or just had something design it I didn't like. Anyway, then I popped Then I went to after Worthing, got another bus to Midhurst on the way to my mother's house. So I was still in Sussex on my way to Surrey. Went into, cancer research might have been. I can't think what it was. I think it was cancer research. Saw that, I was like, that'll do. The bus was in about 5 minutes. I was like, that'll do, yes please. So there you go, that's my little bag. Virtually brand new, very happy with it so far. Hope it doesn't break. And it'll last, hopefully. It's good for the time being. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves and of each other. Enjoy the slightly cooler weather we're having. I'm so grateful. It's just like a little bit of respite, you know. Respite. For the moment, I haven't got a wet, slidey back. I haven't got damp clothes. I can walk. I can actually walk. I've got no excuse at the moment. I can do proper power speed walking. And I'm much happier, much calmer. Do you know what I mean? Because I hate the heat, as you know. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your Sunday. I'll see you soon. Bye.